Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carol Baskin from Big Cat Rescue. And first thing you notice when you come to bigcatrescue.org/news is this pop-up window. See if it'll pop up. It pops up. And this is where you can log into Messenger or you can continue as a guest and ask a question right here on our website. Deb said a lot of people have been coming through this new Messenger app at bigcatrescue.org, so I'm very excited that we're able to reach more people and talk to them about big cats and what they can do to save them. Biggest thing you can do if you are in the US is go to cubtruth.com, watch those videos, and take action at the end. And if you're not in the US, the best thing you can do is whenever you see somebody on social media petting a lion or a tiger or rolling around on the ground with them, call them out for being the jackasses that they are. That is always abusive. It always starts by ripping the cubs away from their mother and they never get to go back to their mother. And then as soon as they're adults, they're usually discarded because they can't play with them anymore safely. So please never, ever support that kind of activity. In Big Cat News, on the Big Cat News page, that's bigcatrescue.org/news. All right, little button, you got to go away. Trail cam videos show bobcat sightings are on the rise in Missouri. That's so nice to hear that they're having a resurgence. Cheetah reintroduction plan, Indian team in Namibia for discussions. So a lot of people think that you can take captive-born wild cats and release them to the wild, and that's not true. There's only been one program that they've, one. The Iberian Lynx Project in Spain, where the cats used to live in the wild, and they don't take people's pets and turn them loose. They have to go through a whole generational release back to the wild. So these cheetahs that they're talking about moving are not cheetahs that were born in cages or people's pets that now get to go free. That doesn't happen. These are cats that they're taking from one place where they have managed to survive back to a place where they've been wiped out to try and repopulate. Rescued tiger cub released back into the forest. Be curious what that was about, how that baby ended up being separated from their mother, but it looks like they were able to get the baby back to the mother, which is great because that baby sure can't survive on its own. And on all of these, you can click on the headline or on the picture and it'll take you to the entire story. It's just, there's so many stories, I can't read them all to you. Bobcats in southeastern Massachusetts are rare but real. Kerala Forest Department rescues tiger cub, which fell into a pit. Oh, okay. So that's probably the story that we were just talking about up here. And that happens. And that's one of the things Big Cat Rescue does, is to provide funding to places where tigers do live free, to put fences around these open wells, because frequently they become open pits where the cats then fall in and can't get out or drown. So by putting fences around those wells, you prevent a lot of that. Alleged bobcat thief faces multiple felony counts in Monroe County. I read about this a while back. A guy goes in and he steals a 20-year-old bobcat. It's like, how crazy is that? I don't know how that guy got out with his face intact. Police getting numerous reports of bobcat sightings in southern New Hampshire. They mean no harm, says whoever they quoted at the Boston Globe. And they are really good neighbors. They're horrible pets, but they're great neighbors. And I think so many people are staying home now and so many people have cameras that they're actually seeing them. I don't know that there's this huge resurgence of the population, as I said earlier, so much as people are just noticing them now, because they really are good at staying hidden and out of sight and just doing their jobs, keeping all of the rabies vectors out of your neighborhoods. 4 tigers kept in an abandoned train carriage in Argentina to be sent to South America. I wonder if that's... So Animal Defenders International is usually behind those kinds of rescues. I don't know who is in this case, but that would be interesting. Look, do Cape Town's urban fringes present a poisoned chalice for wildlife? Yeah, this is a huge problem because people are so afraid of these smaller cats like bobcats and caracals. And so they put out rat poison to kill the rats, when if they could just live in harmony with these mid-sized cats who take care of that rat population, then it would be a healthy solution for everyone. But by using these rodenticides, then the rats eat the poison, the cats eat the poisoned rats, and then you just wipe out the entire ecosystem. Congratulations, humans. Welcome to the neighborhood. The small cats nobody knows. Wild felines face intensifying planetary risks. This was such a good article. Paula brought this to my attention. She's the one who curates all of these news articles for you. But when she sent it to me, I thought, you know what? We need to put this on our in situ page. So if you go to bigcatrescue.org/INSITU, in situ, it's the donations that we give to nonprofits who are working on small cat issues all around the world. And first of all animal and environmental issues together get less than 3% of all donated dollars. So you've got that huge issue people want to give to other people rather than to animals and the planet. And then of that 3%, a teeny tiny fraction goes to small wildcats. Everybody wants to do the ones they know, lions, tigers, cheetahs. And so the small cats really get left out. And so that's where Big Cat Rescue tends to focus our funding, is on the legitimate projects that are helping those smaller cats. And this paper tells you exactly why that is so critical to the habitat preservation. UK could ban part wild hybrids after a social media fuels a boom in popularity. Yeah, so all these stupid people that get their hybrids and they go on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat and they post all their pictures of them playing with their juvenile cat. And everybody goes out and wants to buy one too, not realizing once that juvenile cat gets to be more than a teenager, a year and a half old, 2 years old, it becomes an adult, starts spraying urine all over the house to mark everything as theirs, starts attacking their owners and doing what wild cats do naturally. But nobody ever shows that on social media. They only do the showing off part, not the I was a stupid person that got involved in this trade part. So that's why it's so important to call those people out when you see it, because it's always bad for the cats. It always ends up badly for them. Cougar handcuffed after being caught in BC neighborhood. Well, that's different. I'm guessing that they thought that that might be the safest way to keep the cat from waking up and taking a swat at somebody, but I'm sure they took those cuffs off before releasing that cat. Juharat Sadar Patel Zoological Park welcomes 2 lion cubs, and you can see that that is absolutely no environment for a cub to be born into. They should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. Living with Wildlife / Bobcats. This was from the Florida Wildlife Commission, a video. Leopard with head stuck in a plastic container was rescued. Yeah, that must have taken some real nerve to get that thing off of the cat's head. I'm glad somebody did. How conservation science in India evolved beyond treating humans as encroachers. Frankly, I think humans just are encroachers. The surprising effects of rat poison in bobcats. One of the things that it does is it just kills their immune system, and so they often end up with mange, and then when they've got all of these open sores on their body, then they're just suspect to everything that comes along. So it's a horrible, horrible death for these cats. I have no idea what this is because it's all written in Thai. When you click on it, though, it looks like they caught some poachers, and you can read it in English if you click on it. Surrounded by wildlife trafficking gangs, 6 tiger skin remains found. And these cats just don't have a chance if we don't stop the cub petting, which is what's driving all of this legal smokescreen for the illegal activities like this. Ranthambore, a 6-year-old tigress, T99, has given birth to triplets in Ranthambore. That's exciting. Coyotes and bobcats harvested during frigid predator games. It's no game for the animal. Cowardly humans. Inside the big cat trade, tiger cub petting, lion meat, and the conservation game. Got some really exciting news coming out very, very soon on the conservation game. You guys are going to want to see it. You're going to love it. I can't wait to tell you what's coming up on that. Wild World of Animals, Wildcats and Wolves. Grant Kimmerer, yeah, he's on our list of people that we have been tracking, taking these wild animals to inappropriate places like fairs and schools and just sending absolutely the worst possible message to our children, which is that it's okay to cage up these animals and run around like you're a big shot and then take them back to the horrible conditions that I've seen exposed in the conservation game of that guy. Lion, female cub, found dead in different parts of the Gir forest. So lions are native to Africa, but there is a very small population of lions in Asia, and they're in the Gir forest. And I'm thinking there's only like 35 of them, so those deaths really, really impact that a lot, that population a lot. I have 3 coordinator reports that I wanted to read to you because I've been so bad about getting these out. The first one's from February 18th. A couple days ago, it was Lauren Grant saying, "What a fantastic day. Bonnie came in early to do AM supplements while Lauren B. did meds. Bonnie, Penny, Jordan, and Nisha fed the little cats while Beth Ann, Fred, Ryan, and Kat fed big cats. During feeding, Joyce, Dinasia, Maya, Catherine, and Zoe started working in the next section of Outback cages. Small cat cleaning was done by Penny, Joyce, Ryan, and Catherine. Beth Ann, Bonnie, Fred, and Kat cleaned the big cats. During cleaning, Jordan and Dinasia continued working in the Outback cages while Maya and Zoe did food prep. The interns and Fred continued working on the Outback cages before and after lunch. They got 4 sections, 8 bubbles done today. Penny, Ryan, Catherine, and I put some new coolaroos for the enclosures. Nisha, Fred, and Ryan got igloo dens to put in there for them as well. So what we're doing there is we have 8 of these tiger enclosures along Tiger Lake, and we want to move the servals out there so that they can see this amazing sunset ritual that happens every night with all of these birds that fly in and land on this one particular tree in the middle of the lake so that they'll be safe from predators. And right now we have a huge flock of, Jamie calls them whistling ducks. They're cute little brown ducks, and so they will love watching all of that going on. They don't get to see it in the woods back where they live. Bonnie and Beth Ann did the daily sickle and enrichment cats. Ryan and I did the PM supplements, and Jordan did PM meds. The interns finished up with chores. Thank you so much for the hard work today. We got so much done. And then Jordan Elaine on February 17th said, "Another great Thursday. Marie started with AM meds and Barbara with AM supplements. Lockouts were done by MJ, Barbara, Joyce, and Nisha. Small cats were fed by Barbara F., Mark, Kat, and Joyce. Big cats were fed by MJ, Barbara B., Nisha, and Susan. Maya, Zoe, Catherine, Ryan, and Dinasia cleaned the rat cages while everyone was out feeding. Once everything was cleaned up, all of the cleaners went out. Small cats were cleaned by Joyce, Barbara B., Susan, and Catherine, while the big cats were cleaned by Mark, MJ, Marie, and Nisha. While everyone was cleaning, Maya and Dinasia did food prep while Ryan, Zoe, and Kat worked on the empty cage across from Aria Tiger. Once cleaning was done, the keepers did some enrichment and worked with their operant conditioning cats. After lunch, Maya got an enrichment sign-off by myself, Ryan got a supplement sign-off from Kat, and all of the interns continued working on the morning project. Kat ended the day doing PM meds and interns doing PM chores. Thank you everyone that came in today." And the last one I have is from February the 15th, and this is from Cat Like Cat. "Beautiful view with a mighty crew today. Fred came in early to kick it off with AM meds and supplements. Ryan handled the in-diet supplements. Barbara, Joyce, Tammy, and Brittany took care of lockouts. Small cats were fed by Tammy, Michael, Jordan, and Joyce. Big cats were fed by Nisha, Ryan, Brittany, and Barb. Catherine, Dinasia, and Fred joined for cleaning. While everyone was cleaning, Zoe, Maya, and Diana did food prep. Jenny helped out in the gift shop by restocking things around the sanctuary. Fred took care of the daily blood sickle and enrichment cats. After lunch, lots of sign-offs were done. Diana and Joyce helped stock the enrichment cabinet and make enrichment for some lucky cats. Michael helped with various tasks around the sanctuary and got some well-deserved time before heading back home. Safe travels, Michael. The interns and Fred helped beautify the empty cage next to the staff offices. PM supplements were done by Fred and Nisha doing PM meds. The interns wrapped up the day with chores. Thank you everyone for the great day. You guys were fantastic. And that is absolutely true of all of our Big Cat Rescue volunteers and staff and all of you supporters out there. Thank you so much for being so fantastic. Yeah, you're just tigerific. You can follow us on all of the social channels. We are Big Cat Rescue, and if we're not Big Cat Rescue, we're Big Cat Rescuer. Stay cool, cats. Mwah.